Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Podzilla Season 5.
Podzilla Season 5.
The past few months, we've been on break, and I fully thought that we were coming into Season 4 for the longest time.
No.
Season 5 is a momentous occasion.
We've been doing this for a long time, and it felt weird. I mean, we didn't intend to have, what was it? It ended up being like a 4 or 5 month break.
Yeah.
We didn't intend for it to be that long.
Crazy.
But that much time has passed since our last official episode in, I think, November. We did a couple bonuses, but
For the most part.
it's felt like a bit of me has been missing.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 years on in this show, that is the longest amount of time we've gone without catching up to talk movies every week or so.
Not going to lie, it's been pretty good.
You haven't missed me? Is that what you're saying? You haven't missed all the loyal fans.
You know what? I, Micah Drake, have missed you, Jasha Drake.
Hi, me, Jasha Drake. I've missed you, Micah Drake.
Thank you. My beloved brother and co-host of the show.
Brother, co-host, just a really, like my best mate too. And we've been journeying.
Oh, shucks.
We've been journeying through a lot of movies together over the last 5 years. Every single Godzilla movie.
It's done. It's in the bag. That feels good.
It's finished. It feels really good. It's huge. What, like, I don't even know how many, like 60 plus?
Plus all like the animated show. I feel like the amount of hours we've watched of the shows surpasses those of the movies.
That's very true.
I'd 100% believe that.
I have watched more action figure Godzilla than Suitmation Godzilla.
Action figure, puppet, Japanese cartoons.
But we did that. Like, we watched every single Godzilla movie. That's what Podzilla was. It was our journey in watching from the first one that ever came out to the most recent one in order of release date. Mission accomplished. And then we went off the rails a lot.
Yeah, we went into the limbo zone where we went, what was it season 4 was Gamera?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
3, 4 was
4.
Gamera season. Great idea. We got halfway through that and then we finished up Gamera.
And then we did Daimajin and Yokai Monsters.
Yes.
Very, right, guys? Very popular kaiju
Household
tokusatsu
names.
cinema, right? We probably lost all our listeners then, and I think we need a little bit of a recharge. But even still, it's so cool that we've watched all that stuff and it's behind us. But me and you have been catching up. We've been thinking about Podzilla because we love it so much. But we're like, hey, maybe it's time we did something different.
Yeah, I'm going to skirt around the fact that most people have seen our posts and the art for this episode so far. But I think even in the previous seasons, we've always really relished the chance to cover movies that weren't explicitly Godzilla.
Yeah.
If you've been a fan or if you've been subscribed to the Patreon, we've been able to cover just such a random variety of movies, everything from the King Kong movies to
Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
It's a kaiju movie.
The humans in Toy
It's a
Story
kaiju
are
movie.
kaiju to the toys, for sure.
And that's always been a really fun adventure, watching these more household name movies that most people have seen, most people know, and being able to absolutely enjoy every single aspect of all the monsters that show up.
And even things like The Thing, which we did for Christmas.
Oh, good episode.
Last year. Good episode. And I mean, to be honest, I think me and you really love like monster movies, creature features, whether it be horror related or sci-fi related or fantasy related. We're kind of genre guys. I think we'd more so lean to a genre film than an action or a drama or a comedy.
Think so. Yeah.
And I mean, those genre films are where you have some really crazy creative ideas most of the time and really cool worlds that are being built and designs of creatures and people and places. And that's kind of what we're really passionate about. And that's what Godzilla is at its core, right? Big monsters, crazy storylines, whether it's really horror-focused, really dark and depressing, really fun, superheroes teaming up, time travel stories. So at its heart, I think that's what Podzilla is going to continue to be. But we're kind of going what's the saying? No holes barred?
Yeah, no holds barred. Let's
No
buy the
holds
bullet,
barred.
guys.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be a Godzilla podcast anymore.
Not exclusively Godzilla.
Not exclusively. This is going to be a monster movie podcast.
Yeah.
Makes sense. 5 seasons and we've found our stride.
Makes sense. So yeah, every episode we're going to be talking about a different monster movie, and we'll go into a few changes a bit later on. But before we get there, Micah, what have you been doing? I mean, 4 or 5 months.
We've been living life,
but we haven't
living the dream.
We haven't caught up as often as we would have if we were recording.
What have I been doing? I feel like one of the bigger things. You know this, Jay.
I do know this.
I've started flexing my acting muscles. Amateur theatre. I've started being a part of it.
Took a break from Podzilla straight onto stage here in Whangarei, doing an Agatha Christie murder mystery.
Yeah.
Can we spoil it? Can we spoil it?
No.
Live on the show?
I was talking about this podcast with one of my co-stars of the show the other day. The Inspector. You've seen The Inspector.
I've seen The Inspector.
Shout out to my mate Cedric. You're awesome.
You're awesome, Cedric.
But I've always been a big fan of acting, and part of the reason like I love movies is because it's
the craft.
We all know this. The craft of theatre and the craft of acting. And, you know, when I've been little in school, I've done like skits for school and church here and there.
School assemblies.
Oh, man. You guys haven't seen the video clips of me playing David, knocking Goliath down in the forehead with a pebble from a sling?
Or me playing a carrot. No one's seen that because there is no footage.
No one's seen the footage or the pictures. But ever since I finished school and started going into my nursing studies, I just completely left that to the wayside, and I finally kind of realized that it is something I am super, super passionate about. So that's going to continue happening for the foreseeable future.
Can we not spoil
I love it.
Why can't we talk about who you're playing? We need to.
No.
Yes, we need to.
Oh, yeah.
If you are planning to see Micah's play Spider's Web,
don't listen to the rest of this episode.
Don't listen to the next 30 seconds. But guys, I saw the preview show the other night. Micah is the murder that gets mysteried. Micah is the dead body.
Not the murderer. I am the murderer.
The murder. You are the corpse.
I'm the murderee.
The murderee. And you get kind of Weekend at Bernie's around, would you say?
The murderee.
You're the murderee. And your corpse gets put up against the wall and people fall on top of you and you're making faces all while playing a dead body.
I lie on the floor for an abhorrent amount of time. And it has been a pleasure to spend the last few months learning breathing exercises. Yeah. So as one of the biggest compliments I got from you specifically was that the whole show you couldn't see me breathing when I was a dead body. That, you made my dreams come true.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you have like any inspirations, any corpses you really look up to? Any dead bodies that you really admire?
Yeah. Huge. One of my biggest. We've all seen the Christian Bale Batman movies. What's that girl that dies in them? Have you seen the gif of that girl dying?
In the Christian Bale
Batman movies?
Batman's girlfriend?
I don't know. There's like 10 people out here who know what I'm talking about.
His girlfriend dies in the second one.
That's probably it. And she talks and then she just literally halfway through speaking slumps down in the fakest death scene ever. I took that as inspiration of what not to do. And every waking moment and every sleeping moment, actually, I've been practicing just laying still.
Nice. No, it's actually been cool that we've been able to take a break from the pod and you've been able to go and do something like that.
Do stuff,
Have time for something else.
That's been the main thing of me. What's been like one of the main things for you?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know what I've been doing. Work's been hectic. I mean, like, I've been traveling around a lot.
Welcome to Podzilla, where we just chat about our daily work lives.
Welcome back. I was on 4 different flights today. Got back pretty much just before this recording.
We got a new water cooler at the office.
Yeah, we did. No, what was actually the funniest thing is I have been traveling for work heaps. I was down at the bottom of the North Island of New Zealand today. And last night, I was at like a fancy dinner with all the executives at the company I work for. I'm out of my league. I am super introverted. I cannot small talk for the life of me. Somehow co-host a podcast, but I ran out of topics of like, oh, how was your trip down? Oh, how was your Christmas? Even though that was like so far away now. So I was just struggling.
You asked, how was your Christmas?
I was pulling at strands. Yeah, I was asking how people's Christmas break was, and it's April. So I lucked out. I was like, okay, what's something that I could talk to for hours? Movies. So I'm going to try find it in shows, TV, entertainment. So I brought up Severance.
Oh,
And
what a show.
I brought up Severance. What a show. I've been loving Severance.
You've been devouring feculence?
I've been refining macrodata. I haven't been devouring feculence. But I brought up Severance, and then I saw someone's eyes from across the table light up.
That's how you do it.
Executive in my company. And then she moved closer, and we just talked about Severance for 2 hours over dinner. So I lucked out. That's how you make it.
Yeah, podcasts aside for a second, I do think that learning to be social is less of trying to think of like general topics just to chat about and like figure out all your talking points. No one wants to know how the weather's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
And people will see that, and man, passion goes flying.
Passion goes flying. It does. It does.
Micah
Actor
Micah has not
on the
gotten
mic.
any more verbose in his 4-month break.
So yeah, Mike has been acting. I've been going to work dinners, stressing out and talking about Severance. So that's pretty much where we're at.
Oh, no, one more thing. You know what I've been doing? I've been throwing all of my hard-earned money at work just into the flames.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this last season.
We have.
Well, I talked more about it than you, but the fact that I had gotten into Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, and I was just a baby boy having played like 2 games with you. 2
And
games of Commander.
Yeah, since last
We're
season.
in deep, lads.
Since last season, we've almost flipped roles, though. You've spent more money on Magic than I have.
Yeah. Don't pre-order stuff. In general, I don't think pre-ordering is a good idea. Video games, whatnot, whatever it is.
Final Fantasy Magic sets coming out.
They announced and showcased the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering sets.
How much did you spend on Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering sets?
Yeah, so that's enough for how our holidays have been.
I did get a couple Godzilla cards
Yeah.
that I'm really happy about. I got King Caesar and Destroyer in Magic the Gathering cards. I got to find a deck to be able to play them, but they're cool.
We're going to talk about this off pod, but I haven't played against your Godzilla cards yet, and I want to grab some of my own.
Oh, all right.
I want to make a Mothra deck. That would be so good.
That would be awesome.
What else is there? We've got the whole episode ahead of us.
We've got the whole episode ahead of us. I mean, we might as well go into kind of how the show's changing a little bit before we get into Jurassic Park. If you're just here for the Jurassic Park talk, you can skip ahead using the chapters in whatever podcast.
But don't, because this is going to be interesting stuff.
Yeah.
This is life-changing.
This could be life-changing. If you're a fan of the show, there are some big changes. First off, because Mike is out there acting and I've got way too many work dinners to go to, we're going back from being weekly to bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks there'll be a new Podzilla episode just to fit around our schedules at the moment.
Yeah. I think in general it's made us more excited. Like with the extra week of not recording, we can more easily have things like watch parties if we want to. It takes off so much stress of editing from your end of things. And I feel like because it's every 2 weeks instead of every one, whenever we get to record, we can have it be a little bit longer, a little more loose.
That's the thing, is I think we're going to aim for longer episodes, and we're going to try and include a few different, like you said, throw talking points out, but a few different talking points or topics each episode.
Get out of here.
No, Micah, even though we might be doing an episode that is about what's a big monster movie we've never covered that I can just tease that we'll probably never cover? Cloverfield.
Oh,
imagine if we did a Cloverfield episode.
What's going to happen?
If you guys saw on your feed that it's going to be a Cloverfield episode of Podzilla, yeah, we'll be talking Cloverfield, but we might also be talking a recent Godzilla comic that came out at the same time, or a recent show that's kind of monster related that's also ongoing. We're going to try and fit a few different things into each episode, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, I think that idea first came around when we were watching through the Monarch show, and we weren't watching it live as it was coming out at the time, but I think they've announced a good few more Godzilla shows, and just there's a lot of monster shows coming out in general. The Alien show is coming out sometime soon.
Yeah.
And we thought it would be nice to just have a place where instead of it being the main focus of the episode, we can always just come back around to it and chat about how things have been going on.
Yeah, and again, like so many comics coming out, so many books I'd love to read through.
So many mobile games.
So many mobile games, man. A topic all about the return to Godzilla Battle Line. What's the new one that's out now? Godzilla X Kong Titan Chasers?
I've had it downloaded on my phone for like
Me
2
too.
months. I haven't opened it once.
Maybe next episode. We'll see. But yeah, along with that, and because we're not really going, each episode will be each Godzilla movie in order of release date, so you guys kind of know what's coming up. We're adding a little bit more mystery into the things we're covering.
Ooh.
So we're going to change up the show a bit to a point
We're changing the show a bit?
We're changing the show a little bit.
We're changing the show a bit?
The show
To the Heisei bit?
It's so bad. It's been too long. We're changing the show a little bit.
Sorry, we said we were doing this for a more generalized audience, and then I'm already going full send on the Godzilla references. Are we going to need to put a Godzilla ban on our Godzilla podcast?
Ban rest of this episode. No Godzilla mentioned. Okay, you think you can do that?
Yes, absolutely.
You can do that? Yeah. I can just think about the show era right now. We're changing the show a little bit. We're going to have a different theme every 4 episodes. So for 4 episodes at a time, they will be themed. And we're kicking off with this episode, Jurassic Park. Our theme is big lizards. So for the next 4 episodes of Podzilla, we're going to be covering movies with big lizards in them.
And this is going to be a little bit of fun, guys. I'm going to say an example.
Please.
So for this theme,
big lizards.
Big lizards. First episode is going to be a joint pick of ours.
Yeah, it's a big movie, Jurassic Park. We thought it's about time we covered it on the show.
Something we both want to do.
Yeah.
With the next 2 weeks, it will be, and it's not going to be in a specific order, me and Jaysha are going to bring our own recommendations to the show. We're each going to pick a movie and we're going to chat about it that week, and we're going to flip a coin at the end of the first episode of every theme, and that'll tell us whose movie we're covering for the second episode. And you might be thinking, Jaysha, you mentioned 4 episodes every theme.
I did.
Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Your pick. My pick.
Yep. 3 episodes of the 4 episodes of the theme.
4 episode community pick.
Yeah.
You guys will be able to nominate and vote on a episode that you want to see us do that is covered under the umbrella of the theme that it's not over a month, whatever period of time we call that.
Yeah.
But that's going to be super fun, and I think we're going to get some wild picks there.
I mean, we did this for the Patreon for a bit. If you guys were patrons, you could have submitted movies or voted on movies, and we just found that we were covering things really exclusively that we actually would have liked to do like proper episodes on.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, we wanted to open the 4th episode of every theme up to you guys, and we've kind of adjusted our Patreon a little bit. We got new tiers, Micah, in the Patreon. First tier, cheapest tier is Skull Island. Skull Island. Skull Island. Right?
Yeah, you're doing
Skull
bang
Island.
on job.
Where if you're a patron for the Skull Island tier, you get access to our Podzilla Vault, all the previous bonus episodes and uncut episodes we've done up until this point. Cheapest tier. Next tier up, Infant Island. You get all the access to all of those.
This is where the good stuff happens, lads.
This is where the good stuff happens. So if you're a patron to Infant Island, you also get the episodes early, or as soon as I'm finished editing them. I'm going to try to my best, guys. I promise. You will also get extended episodes every week that are only exclusive to Infant Island and above, where we will, just like we talked about before, different segments, we'll have an extra topic that we'll just talk about after the show, a post-show topic.
Oh, I love a good post-show topic.
It will only be for those patrons. And then, the most, the coolest thing from that tier is if you're an Infant Island patron, you get to vote every theme on what that pick of the 4th movie in the theme should be.
Yeah, this sounds a little finangled, but it makes so much sense once we get this underway.
Over the next
so
4
good,
episodes, you're going to see this play out, and you're going to fall in love. But that leads into the final tier, the most expensive tier, Odo Island. And honestly, we do not expect anyone to sign up for this one. This is pretty much the tier that you can join if you really love the show and want to support what we're doing to give us a little extra to do bigger and better things.
That one's $15 New Zealand, so I want to say 12 US.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Around about there. But you get all the previous things stated, and instead of just voting on a movie for that 4th theme pick, you get to nominate one. You get to pick one that will be voted on by the masses. So everyone in Odo Island, there's a chance that your movie will get picked for us to cover as part of a theme on the main show. And then we'll also do some cool stuff in that tier as well. We'll shout you out in the episode notes of every episode.
I think we just shout them out verbally every episode.
We'll shout you out all the time, guys.
Every episode, all the time, day and night.
Yeah.
We'll be singing your
Off
praises. Off mic, yeah.
We're shouting you out. And yeah, we'll also share, if you're on Letterboxd, we'll share your reviews on our socials and just heaps of cool stuff for that tier. So yeah, if you wanted to get involved with putting movies forward or voting on the picks or joining the community, you can join our Discord as well, Monster Island in the show notes, or
that's our free Patreon tier.
Yeah, this is getting crazy. So our Discord is Monster Island. It's free to join. Join the community. It's really fun. And then we've got, if you want access to the subsequent islands, Skull Island, Infant Island, Odo Island, patreon.com/Podzilla.
$5 extra New Zealand each one.
Yeah.
And just for an example of how that works out, if you're on Odo Island, gets around to, I think people can send in nominations after the first episode of that theme.
We'll announce a theme.
Let's just say that you want to nominate The Land Before Time because there's some dinos in there.
Oh, you're telling people for big lizards to...
Yeah, for example, you guys can nominate Land Before Time.
Wow.
The next week, we'll shout out which movies have been nominated and you guys will have a chance to vote for them. And the subsequent week... Hopefully this is making sense.
This makes sense, guys.
This makes sense.
This makes sense. So what are the big things we mentioned? Yeah, there's new Patreon tiers. We are going to continue doing extended episodes exclusively for patrons. On top of that, we are changing up how we do episodes and the movies we cover.
We're not covering one series the whole way through.
No.
We can cover the first Jurassic Park movie, and then the next time we cover Jurassic Park, it might be Jurassic World 2.
It might be Chaos Theory on Netflix, the animated kids show.
I do want to watch it.
Yeah. So
unironically, I do want to watch it.
We're doing themes. You can get involved. You can vote. But other than that, same old show.
Same old show.
Same old Podzilla.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. Hopefully that made sense. That's
25 minutes and nothing. I feel like we were two madmen.
What do we talk about? Do we make any sense? Let us know. I think it's about time we talk about Jurassic Park.
Yeah, please.
I mean, this was a childhood staple for us. When was the last time you watched it, Micah?
I was thinking it's at least like 7 years ago. It's been a good
in our
while.
childhood.
Yeah, it's been a good while.
I have consistently watched this every couple of years.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm excited to talk about it.
I actually think it would have been before Jurassic World came out.
Oh,
in 2015.
You did a rewatch.
So it might have been like 9 years. Sheesh.
Yeah. Yes, I'm really excited to talk about Jurassic Park. I'm really excited. And shall I lead us into it?
Oh, is this a Jasha synopsis?
I'm going to be... guys, I'm formally taking over the synopsises. Hopefully... I just randomly typed this on a plane flight earlier, so hopefully it makes a lick of sense.
Unabridged.
Get ready. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Meet Alan Grant, a grumpy old-school paleontologist who hates kids, is bad at computers, and is absolutely terrified of velociraptors, which may or may not have been just big birds with brains. After a surprise visit from an eccentric billionaire, John Hammond, Alan is whisked away to a place where dinosaurs once again walk side by side with man. Tagging along for the ride with him is his clucky as anything partner, Ali Sattler, the flirty as anything chaos-tician, Ian Malcolm, and the greedy as anything lawyer, Donald Gennaro. At first, Jurassic Park is a dream come true. Baby raptors hatching from eggs, big old brachiosauruses chomping on trees, a really hungry T-Rex lurking just out of sight. But Hammond and his team of scientists didn't account for a few factors. The first being that these genetically engineered females figured out a crazy way to breed, and the second being a messy vending machine-loving dork who is trying to smuggle dino DNA to a competitor. What starts as a trip full of fancy dinners, theme park rides, and unlimited ice cream quickly turns into a nightmare. People get dismembered, kids are torn from their grandparents, and Jeff Goldblum's shirt is ripped at the seams. Now, Alan, Ali, Ian, and anyone still breathing have to risk everything to escape and are forced to carefully consider their endorsements of Jurassic Park. What was that?
Oh, that's out of key. That would have been so epic, man.
We can redo it. I'll edit it in.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, redo it. I'll edit it.
Da
It'll be clean. Come on, it'll be clean.
da 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 da.
The music.
Pulls at the heartstrings. It does.
Jurassic Park. Yeah, again, this was a childhood staple growing up, alongside us watching the franchise that shall not be named, Godzilla. We were also watching through all the Jurassic Park movies on repeat.
I don't think we were.
I was. Were you not?
I think I've only seen the second and third movies once.
Really?
Yeah.
Was this maybe just a me thing?
I don't think I've seen Jurassic Park more than like 4 times.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Was I just alone playing with dinosaur toys watching Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
I've watched this whole franchise too many times to name. My ringtone on my phone has been the Jurassic Park theme for as long as I've had a phone.
That's a good theme.
It's a good theme.
I think the benefit of watching it after so many years is I feel like everybody gets to an age at some point where they watch all the movies that they watched during their childhood and you just get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the dialogue, it makes sense now. You understand like every line from the script. It all just comes together and makes sense.
It was certain things in this for me as well that I like just got nostalgic flashbacks to. Like at the very start where I forget his name, but like the raptor handler, he's like, shoot her. That like for some reason I was just like, whoa, I remember him saying that. And then there's a part where John Hammond is talking to the John Hammond on the screen.
Yeah.
And then Jeff Goldblum, Ian Malcolm, does like a little wave on the Hammond that walks up to on the screen. And it was just his wave. Like this movie's so ingrained into me. I just remember all the little bits and pieces.
Yeah, I regularly think about that opening shot after that Aussie cowboy dude with a British accent is screaming, shoot her. And you just see that hand disappearing through the crux in his arm.
Uh-huh. It's the certain motion.
That's
the certain motion of the hand.
It's the slow-mo that's like 20 frames a second.
Movies aren't made like this anymore. Hands don't fall away like that anymore, you know? It's a certain feel. Stevie Spielberg was doing some magic.
The amount of hands that fall away in this movie.
And arms that fall away. I guess there's a lot to talk about, but I actually wanted to, maybe we talk about the characters. Maybe we start there. Because something that I realized when coming back to this, and something that I think make the great movies truly great, is you have this cast of characters that are all so distinct, that all feel wholly original, and they each have little arcs within the film that feel wrapped up by the end. And I think this does it so perfectly. I mean, Alan Grant, played by New Zealander Sam Neill, Micah. Represent.
Yeah.
He's got this whole thing where he's been studying raptors, thinks they're closer to birds than what we think, thinks that they're way more dangerous than what we're led to believe. He's got this aversion to kids, and he's got this kind of little thread throughout the film as he really warms up to the kids on Jurassic Park. I for one, I think my favorite character in this, I'm sure we'll talk about them all. My favorite character is Laura Dern's Ellie.
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah. I was seething inside when you were going through that synopsis and you were saying that
she's really clucky.
It was Ian Grant? No, she was clucky. That was Ian Grant.
I shouldn't have been following Ian Grant.
Who Hammond was bringing to the island. A few other people tagged along. Nah. That paleobotanist.
What's crazy is Laura Dern was 23.
There's no way she's 23. She was my age in this
23.
movie?
You know what's crazy is we've been watching these movies
way.
since we were kids, and we're at the point now where we are older than these characters who felt like adults at the time. Isn't that crazy?
Wait, how old was Ian Grant in this movie?
Ian Grant?
Ian Grant?
Are you talking about Alan Malcolm or Ian Grant? Alan Grant. Alan Grant was 43. Sam Neill was 43.
They're like a thing in this movie.
They're a thing in this, and they're 20 years apart.
Oh my gosh.
Laura Dern's 23 though, and she's incredible.
She's great.
She is so funny. She is like a great heroine heroine.
It's not heroine.
She's a great heroine. in the final acts.
This is heroine. This is heroine.
She's just so good. Like her reaction as well to seeing the dinosaurs. Oh, she's great. 23.
You know something about her? I was looking up afterwards to see if this movie passes the Bechdel test, because the only female characters are her and then Lex, one of John Hammond's granddaughters. Not one of
his granddaughter.
It's his granddaughter.
Yeah.
And it fails the Bechdel test because they don't talk about anything other than
Alan Grant.
Yeah. But I feel like it is one of the more like feminist movies in the fact that Laura Dern's character,
she does everything.
What's her name?
Ellie.
She like very proactively like hunts down these dinosaurs. There's those scenes where like she is pushing back against John Hammond, who's wanting to go out in her stead because she's a woman.
Yeah, that's so good, eh?
And the amount of like actions, she's just fantastic in this.
She carries
She's
the
so
film.
proactive, and like seeing her as a fully fleshed out character in the sense of like wanting to save these dinosaurs to the point of like staying with them, and even to like the opposite side of the spectrum, Alan Grant.
Yes.
That's his name.
Sam Neill.
Yeah. Alan Grant being the one who takes more of the quote unquote like motherly role, looking after the children. It's just really cool to see different dynamics like that in this movie.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments with Ellie is when she first sees the dinosaurs and she turns around to John Hammond and she just looks so ecstatic in the most deadpan face I have ever seen. She just goes into like a fever state about the fact that there's dinosaurs here. I love her acting in this.
Alan Grant actually like grabbing her head and turning it is so good.
It's great.
Never gets old. I also love how her, like everyone in this, all the characters are specifically there for a reason and they all have their strengths. Again, Alan Grant is more so into how the dinosaurs are made and how we think that they used to act, or like biologically what they used to be like. Whereas Ellie, at least for me, seemed more experienced with the environment they used to live in. She's always bringing up, the ecosystem and the plants and how everything works together.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Ian Malcolm.
Yes.
The Chaostician.
What
was his role in the movie? Don't look at your notes. What was his why was he there?
He's a Chaostician.
Why was he there?
I also, because what Hammond brings these paleontologists to sign off on the park because the investors want at least a couple of really prominent names in this field to sign off.
In the scientific community. Yeah.
So he brings paleontologists, and then I said his name for the first name probably in my life, but the lawyer whose name is Gennaro?
Donald?
Donald. We'll call him Don. Don Juan. The guy he chooses to bring is Ian Malcolm.
Did Don bring him?
Don brings him, and Hammond's always like, I brought paleontologists and you brought this.
Flippin' celebrity.
Because Hammond and Ian Malcolm have the best relationship in this whole film. But yeah, why is a Chaostician here? Because he's here from more so, I feel like, again, man's relationship with these beasts, and I probably more so like natural selection. It seems like he's really familiar with natural selection and the butterfly effect and why these animals were extinct in the first place and how the world's changed since then.
He just seems like a kind of guy you want to have a beer with.
You'd want to have a beer with Ian Malcolm?
Yeah.
Dude, 2 seconds in, he'll be holding up your hand, putting beer droplets on it.
No. Now watch this. If I place a beer drop on your knuckle, will it roll down the thumb or the finger? What do you think?
I've never understood that because he's put like, I feel like on your hand, on your knuckle,
bouncing car.
There's only really, maybe we're gonna try it, but it's.
Guys, we've got 2 V's in the studio right now. Okay, can you grab a little drop of your V?
I'm not gonna. Okay, wait. Are we actually doing this?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get like a good droplet either.
We're going to do this twice over.
Okay, Mike, you ready? You ready?
There's nothing to roll. A slight damp patch.
Ian Malcolm's, what a guy. Jeff Goldblum.
I really like him.
This is the Jeff Goldblum role.
I might have a hot take.
Okay.
I don't really like Jeff Goldblum as a celebrity.
It's always a bit of the same.
Sue me. He feels he feels how do I say a little bit overly eccentric. That's good. Maybe that's just me. But almost like he's leaning into the character of himself a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But I really, really love this era of him where I feel like compared to a lot of his current roles, he actually seems just like a very real character.
Yeah. It feels very
way
real.
more down to earth. Yeah, yes, eccentric.
Yeah.
But not unrealistic.
For sure. I also like how he's kind of sidelined as well. Like, they're not worried in this film to kind of take people out of the action. Like, he gets injured halfway through and he's helping out like on the phones and reading maps. He's not really...
He's lying with his shirt open on a table for the latter third of this movie.
Dude. Can we just quickly shout out Cassie Celine, our artist who recreated the...
Oh, my chest has never looked better.
Micah's chest.
My hair has never looked better.
It's amazing.
Your cowboy hat has never looked better.
My cowboy hat.
I will also say, one of the things that I really loved about this movie is how well they introduce all of these characters right at the start.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, you got your classic heist movie where you have all your different characters coming together. This movie introduces everybody really, really well. The opening scene of the movie, we don't see the main character. We see the hunter cowboy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I forgot his name. The raptor dude.
The raptor dude. Second person we see is Don coming to the island.
Yeah.
And then we see Ellie and Alan.
Yeah. You're getting it.
So
Good
similar
job.
names. And then we see Ian.
Yeah.
John and Ian. And then we see the two grandchildren. It's like very slowly introducing us. And even just the cowboy hunter whose name I'm absolutely forgetting. The fact that he is shown to us in the first scene and then comes back into the story halfway through. It's fantastic.
It's really well set up.
And it's not just that. It's the fact that throughout this entire movie, all of those characters change their dynamics so many times.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really love how... I think one of the places it's more apparent is in that scene where they're all getting into the cars for the first time. And you have Lex and Timmy. Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out which car to go in. And they're both like love struck with Alan Grant. And he's very pointedly trying to get into different cars than them. And this movie seems to, in that moment, like showcase how well all of these characters pair with every other character.
Yeah. And it doesn't do what you expect it to do either. Like, you see Alan and Ellie, and they're a couple. You expect them to be together for this. Like, you expect them. You already have kind of idea of who's going to be paired off, and it just completely subverts those and creates some really dynamic pairings, like Alan and Ian in the car having to save the kids from the T-Rex.
Well, like for example, let's do a little through line here. Let's take Ellie's character.
Yeah.
She's with Alan at the start of the movie. She jumps into the car with Alan and John Hammond with
Alan and Ian.
Alan, Ian, and Don.
Yeah. No, Don's with the kids.
Alan, Ian, and John.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
No, John's not in the cars.
John's absolutely in the car. He's explaining it to them.
He's not in the cars.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's at base with Samuel
No,
L.
when
Jackson.
they're first. Oh, different cars.
They're
There are
talking
a
about the
lot of cars.
helicopter.
Yeah. But then after that, Ellie stays with the Triceratops.
Yeah.
Then she comes back and creates a little trio with the hunter and Ian.
Mm-hmm.
And then goes on a whole little roundabout with just the hunter and then Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Yeah, she becomes really close.
And then John Hammond.
Exactly.
And then she goes and works with the children and Alan again.
Everyone gets a really interesting dynamic with each other character throughout the whole film. And I don't think you see that often in movies.
It feels like a very free-flowing... all the characters feel very much like they're free-flowing through this world and just constantly changing who they're acting with.
And again, they're all really strong. Like my favorite probably scene in the whole film will be where they're having dinner, when they're having Alejandro's Chilean sea bass.
Thank you, Alejandro.
Thank you, Alejandro. And they're each just got, like, you fully understand and know where they're coming from. Ian Malcolm's talking about how Jurassic Park is the rape of the natural world, how this is not natural selection. This is going against everything that natural selection stands for. And then you've got John Hammond, coming at it from his point of view, which is he's helping bring these extinct animals back, just like the condor. Like, condor are still around, but they're going extinct. If he was to create more condor, everyone will be happy with it. Like, that's his point of view. And then you've got Ellie really worried about the ecosystem. You've got Alan really worried about how dangerous this park could be. Like, it fully sums up each of their characters and creates this cool dynamic.
You've got Don, who's just loving the fact that the investors are going to go hard for all this.
Dude, coupon day. I think
I love how he's like, yeah, these people can buy for $2,000, $10,000 a day, but they'll get a coupon day.
He's the guy who consistently cracked me up on this from his first reveal, where he's wearing like this really nice suit, but then
his wide stance on the little barge that they're pulling him onto the island.
How do we feel about a suit with shorts? Is that acceptable this year in 2025?
I might need to start.
Yeah.
Maybe I could like home make sew some pants into shorts.
Cut some suit pants.
Yeah. I'll come back to you guys with this.
But yeah, there was that line about the coupon day, which was so funny when he's seeing when they're on that little ride and he's like, "Whoa, what is this? Is this auto erotica?" Like that I found that so funny this time when he's talking about
no animatronics.
No animatronics.
I think it sums up his character well, who like kind of knows what he's talking about, but is still very out of place and is just so excited by everything around him without really understanding any of it.
Yeah, and then like Hammond's going along with him but doesn't really like him but knows he needs to suck up to him.
Yeah.
And again, Hammond, what a guy.
Hammond's great. I consistently forget that he's Scottish.
Richard Attenborough?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's really good in this. I love how he just, like, even from the time he shows up, his whole vibe in his, like, full white outfit. He helps himself to the wine, like, blows dust off Alan's hand after shaking it. He just feels like such a complete... He's just such a...
They give him some cool quirks. One of my favorite quirks of him is that he's constantly saying the English words for things and then corrects himself with the American. Like, he goes to say merry-go-round and he's like, oh, carousel. He does that a few times.
That's right.
All these characters just have very fleshed out quirks.
And again, Hammond and Ian Malcolm just getting on Hammond's, just eating away at him bit by bit through the movie. And you cut to like Ian Malcolm talking onto the camera on the Jeep later on, and then you cut to Hammond and he's just like, I hate that man. Hand in his head in his hands.
It's great.
Lex and Timmy are probably the only big characters we haven't talked about.
I forget how wonderful these children and their acting skills are.
Yeah. They're so good.
I think Timmy's still acting nowadays. Were either of them in any of the other... Did they both come back for Jurassic Park 3?
No, I think they're both briefly in 2.
In 2?
Yeah.
3's the one about Ian Malcolm.
No, that's the second one.
They're in 2?
Yeah, they're in 2 briefly.
Oh, man.
Hammond comes back for 2 briefly too. Lex, the actress of Lex, is also in Tremors, the Tremors franchise.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember if I've seen Timmy in much else, but they're both so good. They're dynamic with Alan Grant. Them in the scene with the T-Rex attacks the car and they're left alone, and the glass of the Jeep like breaks, and all that's between them and the T-Rex is this glass when they're getting pushed down into the mud.
Oh, I forget how wonderful every single one of these scenes is.
Timmy goes through the ringer. Trapped up the tree, shocked by the electric fence.
Man, these kids. Did he? I was trying to figure out if after he was shocked, it was a body double. You know what they did for that?
I don't know. It looks great.
It doesn't look like a doll or anything.
No, it looks good.
I fully believe that he method acted it.
Method acted electric shock.
Electrocuted himself to get the most realistic take.
They're holding out one of the big like nets underneath and running to where he's going to be landing.
Yeah. Alan Grant actually had to
catch him,
perform CPR on him, and they recorded it, and it worked out wonderfully.
Yeah, thankfully. There's a scene that I think, is it Lex when she's screaming after Don has left them to go on to hide in the bathroom.
Is it when she pulls out the lantern and does the stupidest move ever?
No, I don't know why she did that. But it's the scene when she's just screaming, he left us about Don. And then Alan Grant's like, that's not what I'm going to do.
Oh,
gets me
He's
going,
my hero.
Man.
Forget Action Man. Sam Neill is Action Man. Yeah, Lex is great. I'm consistently shocked by these two kids. I know that she was cast pretty much exclusively because she was able to show how scared she was. I think her audition tape was literally just her screaming.
It wasn't her hacking.
Might have been. It was her eating veggies.
I mean, I said everyone has a full character arc in this. Hers is
Hacking.
pretty good with tech, and then having to hack into the mainframe.
Yeah. What's Timmy's?
What's Timmy's? He's a fanboy. He goes from having Alan Grant having no respect for him to gaining a bit of Alan Grant's respect and love.
Being a wisecracking.
Oh, dude, he's read so many books, that kid. Oh my gosh. I'm forgetting Dennis Nedry. How do you feel about Nedry's desk? Do you see how much trash is on his floor?
Oh, he's got so much rubbish. You know what? Little early trivia.
Okay.
Do you know what's showing on one of his screens?
What?
Jaws. It's playing on a little tab.
Jaws is playing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that.
It's very fun.
That is fun.
His desktop wallpaper?
Big-breasted woman.
Zebra stripes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
This guy.
Dude, he's literally just got like a radius of trash around his desk.
I love how much he like very openly despises working there. He hates his team.
Why do they even have him there?
Because he's the only one who can pass through 2 million lights. I don't know.
It's just such a great scene when he's info dumping and talking really fast about like wanting to get some sweets, but he's wanting something salty because he already had some sweets this morning.
You might be down for 18 minutes. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can get you something if you guys want something, but I'm going to go get something anyway. It's so funny. And then you just see Samuel L. Jackson and Hammond like completely zoned out. They're not even listening to this dork.
You know the biggest plot hole of this movie for me is the fact that John Hammond wouldn't pay this guy more.
You'd pay Nedry more?
He's literally holding the park together single-handedly.
Yeah, somehow has in his control that the ability to do anything.
He's making dinosaurs. He's funding Ellie and Ellen's research grant for 3 consecutive years. He can afford to give this guy a raise.
Surely you would put a stop to Nedry's antics before it got this bad, though. Like, he's got a messy desk. Could be like, okay, Nedry, I know you're an expert, but another week of this desk looking like this, I'm sorry, you're not going to be here any longer. We've got a reputation to live up to at Jurassic Park.
Before it opens, when they're actively trying to squash bugs.
This is like just before.
This whole movie sets up the park as like, yes, they've got every security precaution. Concrete walls, electric fences around the perimeter of the island. As the movie goes on, you realize just how like
Nedry was
just how much
everything.
of a lack of security. It all comes to Nedry. He was the cornerstone of this whole movie.
I love a dim-witted villain as well. Like he's in this. He's not really a threat.
He's not dim-witted.
You don't think he's dim-witted? He didn't know the way to the docks.
Yeah, because he
smashed into the docks before.
He smashed. Oh, I guess you would expect people to know where the docks is.
He probably lives at work though. Lives and breathes under that desk.
Yeah.
Dodson's here.
Which one's Dodson?
Dodson's here.
Dodson. Yeah. What a great way to intro his character as well.
Just laughing it up, getting some food, not wanting
Shaving
to pay
cream?
for it.
I remember wishing that I could eat that
I've always
key
thought it was
lime
whipped
pie
cream.
with the. I think I did too.
Yeah.
I wanted to eat that pie with the shaving cream on.
Yeah. We need to talk about monsters, Micah. Jurassic Park, dinosaurs. Do you have a favorite dinosaur in the movie?
Brachiosaurus.
The first Brachiosaurus?
Nah. The second one.
Oh, up the tree?
Up the tree, man. eating the leaves.
The Vegisaurus.
Yeah. The Do You Think Saurus?
Do you think he saws Rex? Yeah. My favorite is probably the Triceratops.
Oh my gosh, this movie does so well with both its practical effects and its CG. Both of them look so much better than most effects nowadays.
Yeah, like I admit some of the CG is still a bit off. Like that first Brachiosaurus, it's dated a little bit now, especially when there's those dinosaurs running after Alan and the kids. Those look a bit rough.
Yeah.
But you cannot convince me that Triceratops isn't real.
Yeah. The fact that they were able to consistently make it breathe, the amount of different parts, like moving its eyeball, its tongue, all
like
its legs.
How cracked the horns are. Every single bit of detail. And there's even scenes like with Rexy, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like there's certain scenes where its foot starts sinking into the mud, and we're just focused on a shot of its foot. And the foot, the like subtle movements in the foot and the heel as it steps into the mud, looks so real.
Especially for the CG parts, like thinking back to the iconic raptor scene in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I think what gives a lot of these dinosaurs such life is the fact that they do a lot of, what would you call them? Very natural movements for the dinosaurs. Like they're constantly like just randomly looking around and scratching their heads and clicking their tongues.
Yeah.
Things that like you don't need to do. If you want a movie that leans into action more, they could just be solely chasing down the cast. But there's so much time spent to just seeing them slowly walk around and like looking at things in their environment.
Clicks of the claws, yeah.
They feel like real animals. Like that scene with Nedry and I forget the name of the dinosaur that can spit poison.
Dilophosaurus?
Dilophosaurus. The amount of time that those two stare at each other, they really draw it out and it makes it feel all the more real for it.
I love how that scene specifically as well, it starts off and you've seen all these like cute dinosaurs and it hasn't really taken a turn yet, the movie, into being so scary. And there's moments with the Dilophosaurus when you do feel like it's just an animal. Like it's an animal that isn't really going to lash out. Nedry could control the situation. Then like in an instant, it looks at him the wrong way or it starts to shake the wrong way and the frills start coming out and just you realize like how dangerous these things are. It toes the line really well around like these things are animals and they're unpredictable.
Absolutely.
That scene always used to terrify me.
Did it?
That Dilophosaurus scene was like the scariest thing in the world when I was a kid.
Were there any real scary scenes for me in this? Seeing the cow get eaten?
The cow getting ripped, yeah.
Or rather not seeing it.
Yeah, seeing the...
Hey, this movie does that so well. Like on all the scenes with the dinosaurs right at the start, or I should say all the carnivorous dinosaurs, you don't see a clear glimpse of them, I think, until you see the T-Rex from the cars in that scene during the night.
Yeah, you're right.
Like they're never really a threat until that moment, pretty much halfway through the movie.
And it still makes it feel so gruesome and brutal, even though you don't see much blood. Like even your favorite character, what do you call him, the Australian British dude, the Australian British raptor wrangler.
I need to figure out his name.
Like he dies, but you don't really see him die. You just hear his scream, and you see the raptor's eye watching him die.
Clever girl.
Yeah, it's so clever how they show it all off.
You don't even see Samuel Jackson's
no, you just see his
arm, and it feels all the more crazy for it.
Yeah.
Bob Peck playing Muldoon.
Muldoon! That's a classic name too. How did I forget that?
Muldoon.
Yeah, the T-Rex scene, phenomenal. And again, the way it moves and is so slow at times and is exploring the cars and trying to figure out like what's inside it before it gets its eyes on anyone in particular.
Yeah, it's if any other director did this movie, they would have made it feel so much more action all the time. These dinosaurs are so instantly dangerous. Most of the times we see that T-Rex, he's just sniffing out the place and scoping out the scene.
And it helps as well the soundtrack at that time. I don't think there is much music.
Oh, yeah, this was so great. And I was thinking about it specifically when there was that scene where Tim and Alan are trying to climb down the tree.
Yeah.
In that scene where they're climbing down from the car, intense music blasting.
Yes.
It feels... There is less inherent fear on the screen, so they raise up the music for it. When the T-Rex is there, you don't need any extra music to supplement
you hear
seeing how scary everything is.
Everyone's breathing, you hear their screams, all the footsteps, the mud
slopping around. They get dirty.
That whole scene is so good with Alan stepping up, ready to save the kids with the flare, and then
Ian
Malcolm? Guy who you wouldn't expect, Ian Malcolm, like taking the T-Rex away from everyone, risking his life.
He's heroic.
He is heroic.
I always remembered him being much more of a I don't know, a little bit more of a douchey character, maybe than he is, but more sleazy.
Dude, the guy has riz. He talks to Ellie for a few seconds, and then he's reaching over and like tugging on her hair. Do you see that like hair tug he does?
Yes. I love his spiel in the car when it's just him and Alan talking about like how he can't wait to find another ex Mrs. Malcolm.
He's always on the lookout for another ex Mrs. Malcolm. He has the great lines as well. I mean, he's got the...
Did you know, another trivia?
Yeah, please.
He and Laura Dern were engaged for 2 years after this movie.
Engaged?
Yeah. They started dating and were engaged for 2 years.
Oh my goodness.
23-year-old Laura Dern.
It was that hair tug.
It was the water droplet.
Can you do...
rolling down the thumb.
How well can you do the God creates dinosaurs speech? Could you do it off by heart?
Oh, can I do off by heart?
It starts off with God creates man.
It doesn't start with God creates man. No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure.
God creates dinosaurs. God kills dinosaurs.
Oh, you're right.
God creates man. Man kills God. Man creates dinosaurs. Dinosaurs eat man. Woman inherit the earth.
You got it. That's great.
Woman
inherit the earth.
I'll chuck it back to you. How well can you impersonate Ian Malcolm's growl? It's good. Can you imagine being in that helicopter scene? Can you imagine being Donald in that scene, hearing that noise uttered from Ian Malcolm's vocal cords?
It's almost unreal. I'd like to see how they filmed that laugh, because it's a close up on him as he does half the laugh. Then it cuts away, and the laugh, so you can still hear it in the background, but you can't see his face. They like morphed multiple laughs together. I don't know.
Speaking of that helicopter scene,
yes,
I saw a theory, and I don't know if I threw it out to you because it blows my mind. You remember that scene where Alan is looking for his seatbelt?
Yes.
Do you know the significance of this?
No, but it's a funny. It just shows how like inept he is with the usual things.
What happens? Explain to me.
Well, I mean, from the start of the movie, he doesn't know how to use computers because he loves dinosaurs so much. He does know how to deal with kids because he loves dinosaurs so much. He gets to this fancy helicopter.
I'm going to blow your mind.
He doesn't know how to really use the seatbelts properly, so he ties two female seatbelts together. I think a female seatbelt, right?
Yeah, and makes it work.
Yeah.
Two females making it work.
Oh.
That blows my mind, and it's so intentional looking back on it now.
That's actually so good.
Oh
my gosh.
There are two female seatbelt connectors in the scene. He can't figure out how to do a seatbelt, but using the two females, he makes, quote unquote, a seatbelt.
Alan Grant finds a way.
He finds a way. Blows my mind, because that's what the whole like plot twist of this movie is about, that with the frog DNA spliced into these dino DNA.
Yeah.
They're able to change sex from...
Reproduce asexually? Oh, no, they change sex.
In single-sex environments, some species of frog can quickly change from female to male to reproduce, which is just a wild fact in itself.
I think like some shellfish do the same, right? It's like depending on the ecosystem they're in and the other living organisms they adapt.
Crazy.
So that life can find a way.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy seatbelt scene. Love it. That Spielberg, you are a master.
It does show how terrible the idea of Jurassic Park, right?
Mm.
All the security is hinging on Dennis Nedry. They've got all these scientists in, yet none of them know the details of frogs and their reproductive cycles.
This is my big gripe with Jurassic World. Because that movie, the exact same thing happens. They're like, these dinosaurs, we've spliced them together with
chameleons and a whole lot of other lizards.
It's the exact same pitfall. the exact same scientist is working on it. I need to watch that movie again.
How magical is the scene when they're seeing the raptor being born from the eggs?
That's so good. From the start of it, I love the little spatula robot turning the eggs.
Grabbing it off of Alan Grant. But just the little animatronic and how you're seeing like Alan Grant holding it and it's slightly
so
moving.
I love in that scene when John Hammond is like trying to get it to imprint on him. He's like, I'm here for every single birth. That's my John. That's my John Hammond.
We can retake that if you want to.
And so clearly you're seeing like Alan to the side, like pointing to himself, and he's like, "Is it me? Am I your mother?" Like they're all vying for the attention. It's great.
I'm also like Alan Grant seeing this dinosaur, and it's not till 5 minutes later he's like, "Wait, what species is this?"
Yeah.
He's a velociraptor expert. He has no idea what one kind of like a baby would look like.
To be fair, how often are you going to find
no baby velociraptor bones
from like eggs?
Do you think he was just expecting feathers and he was just put off because like, it can't be a velociraptor?
What are these things? Not dinosaurs.
The raptors in the kitchen, just like you said, they focus on those little movements. It's as intense as ever. And I also love how for a lot of the movie, you are seeing humans in the habitat of these dinosaurs or the habitat we've created for them.
Yeah.
And then in this, it really subverts that. And you're seeing these raptors out of their natural habitat in a kitchen. And the kids using that against them by like using the reflections and the UT. It's really cool.
Using the freezer.
Yeah.
Timmy's a beast.
Timmy's the beast.
Timmy is the best and Timmy is the beast.
Yeah. And then I love how it all wraps up as well. Like after that velociraptor scene, everyone's still running away and they get on top of that big T-Rex diorama, the bones, and then the raptors jump on that and the bones are all like flailing about and they're falling off. And it's so great because the movie kind of wraps up with them just escaping the park and the movie ends.
It doesn't, or at least comparing to like nowadays movie standards,
when you'd have like
nowadays
5 epilogues.
It doesn't feel like a big third act finale.
No.
When the T-Rex comes in, it's like a big moment and a big scene. It doesn't feel like a scene that would usually be used to wrap everything up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it works well narratively that like when you've got, after everything ends, an island that's just littered with dinosaurs that are breaking out of their habitats, like you're not going to be able to wrap that up nicely.
Yeah. And the ending, Micah, how everything's been so bombastic and so scary throughout. And then it ends Alan Grant kind of hugging these two kids, looking out the window.
I knew he'd take to them.
But he's not even seeing out the window any type of like pterodactyl or anything or dinosaur. He's just looking at birds.
The pelicans. Yeah, that's good. His whole journey with the children is like one of my favorite arcs
ever of all time
in a movie. It's an all-timer. And seeing like right from the get-go, especially Lex trying to like intentionally trip up and hold his hand so that he he can like them. I really like them.
Always cutting to Ali and she's like looking on, like smiling.
Yeah. that quadrio. The quadrio is fantastic there. I would unironically love another movie that's just them four. Yeah. You can do it. Oh my gosh. They need to bring them back for...
Really? You want a 100th Jurassic Park movie?
I haven't seen the third
20th?
Jurassic World movie.
What are we up to?
I don't know what happens.
People hate it.
Do they really? It was a box office success though.
It was, but people hate it. I didn't mind it solely because of the original three returning. Like this, Ian Malcolm.
The original three.
The original. Who's your
Lex,
original?
Tim,
three?
and Alan. If they're not in the movie, I'm not showing up for it.
The original three: Donald Gennaro, his hat and his shorts, and his coupons. If we want a fourth
coupon day,
and some autoerotica, if you want to fit.
We need to make a spin-off movie with Gennaro.
It's focused on his kids.
During coupon day at Jurassic World, his kids come along.
His kids harboring a deep resentment for what the park did to his dad.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Because Dodson, who was this throwaway character that kind of sits...
Yeah, right at the start.
Nedry up with the shaving cream. He becomes kind of the big bad in the most recent movie.
Really? He comes back?
And some of the most recent movies are like...
Why is he the big bad?
He's the big bad. Another one of the most recent ones focuses on Hammond's secret business partner who originally came up with Jurassic Park, the idea with him. Like, they're really stretching deep for these characters to connections to...
Yeah, which is really interesting because, like, from the first movie, there's... From this movie, there's that scene where the shaving cream can falls under the mud. That was originally sequel bait, but the second book by, is it Michael Crichton? Crichton? He went a different path with it, and I want to read The Lost World and all of his Jurassic Park books.
He's written 2, and I just wrapped up the book I'm currently reading today, so Jurassic Park might be my next read. Would you be keen?
Yeah, I know that only like 20% of the book is things in this movie.
It's supposed to be very different.
It's huge and it's very, very good.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'd be keen to. Hammond always breaks my heart, though. If I'm thinking about it in this.
You can understand him.
You can understand him, and he's still so hopeful. Like, dinosaurs are out, people are dead, and at the end... There's a line he says when he's still full of hope.
Is this at the dinner with Ellie?
No, it's way after that. And maybe it's then. There's a scene when he's like still trying to compare the park to Disney and their problems they originally had when they started trying to kick it off. Yeah. And he's still so hopeful. Ian. Yeah. And then you get that little insight into him when he's talking about as a kid, him coming up with the flea circus. And he just loved seeing people see his flea circus and just the childlike wonder it would bring out in them.
It was just a motorized attraction. And for once he wants to make something that isn't an illusion. And
I get everyone in this, you see where they're coming from.
Imagine yourself in Hammond's shoes. You've found a way to bring back dinosaurs. You spent billions of dollars making the world's biggest attraction.
Yeah.
And after one bad day, one outlier of these dinosaurs.
Dennis Nedry.
One man running away to the vending machine.
Yeah.
Your whole world crumbles. And like, you can understand that even with his grandchildren in danger, like, he's still going to try everything he can to turn this back around and fulfill his life's dream.
Yeah.
It's great character motivation.
It's really tragic as well. Are there any movies like this anymore? When you have such a great, iconic, original cast, you get where they're coming from, everyone's nicely wrapped up and had an arc by the end.
Such a great OG idea for the movie.
Really original,
it's
like,
solid
sci-fi idea. Really thrilling throughout.
Crazy good
emotional
scripts.
Moments. I mean, we recently as well watched Jaws.
Yeah.
Like real recently, me and you watched Jaws with our family. And again, Steven Spielberg had something in this era, man. Between Jaws and this and like Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff.
Mm.
In 70s, 80s, 90s.
Are you saying he doesn't have that now?
Well, I haven't seen the BFG. Ready Player One?
Did he do that one with... No, oh my gosh, I'm bad with actors' names.
He did West Side Story?
Forrest Gump. What's Forrest Gump's name?
Tom Hanks?
Did he do that one with Tom Hanks set in like the one scene?
The Terminal?
No, set in the one house over like millions of years.
No,
he didn't do that?
No. The most recent thing Steven Spielberg did was The Fabelmans, which I actually...
Sorry, that's what I'm thinking of.
I really loved The Fabelmans.
Does it hold a candle to this?
I love it because I'm a sucker for like boys with dreams about making movies. Because I'm a boy with a dream about making movies. And I really love that film. But there's just like a vein of action adventure that Steven Spielberg was able to pull off that I don't think anyone's quite replicated it.
I 100% agree. Like, we were listing it before, but this movie has an all-timer cast and every one of their characters gets the time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Such great dynamics, fantastic script. I think one of the things that really pulls this movie together is that very, very slow drive up to the midpoint of this movie where, like, you see these characters starting out real hopeful at the idea of Jurassic Park, and then just slowly it's all going downhill from there. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't try to rush that at all. You're alongside the characters as they're finding out that dinosaurs are back on the earth. They're passions and their hopes, they're being able to see it right in front of them.
The movie stays continuously entertaining the whole way through. It gets scary, gets funny.
Genuinely scary.
Really makes you think afterwards. Like, it's just a whole package.
It's got suits and shorts.
Yeah. What's Jurassic World Rebirth going to do? Is it going to be the same?
I don't know. I haven't seen any of the World movies for a long, long while.
Yeah.
It might not even have been since 2015, actually. No, I saw the first sequel.
You saw Fallen Kingdom?
I saw Fallen Kingdom.
Like, none of...
But
like, Chris Pratt's Owen compared to these characters.
he just feels like a generic... Sorry, I do like Chris Pratt.
Me too, but
he does feel like a generic action movie star.
Action.
Whereas you look at like any of the three adults, like
is Alan Grant generic?
Alan, Ellie, Ian, none of them feel like action hero stars.
No, and you look at like Scarlett Johansson in the trailers for the new one, and she's generic, skilled action hero star. I feel like some of the fun in this is that everyone's out of their depths.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really want someone that will do perfect in this situation because it makes
100%.
the situation less interesting from square one.
Yeah, all the characters have their flaws. Ian with his technology and kids. His whole character is essentially like, yes, he likes dinosaurs, but he's bad at everything else.
He needs to step up to the plate. Micah, do you have any trivia?
Oh,
any other bits and pieces?
Do I?
I'm excited.
This might be for everybody, but specifically for you because we haven't read the books.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things in this movie, a lot of plot beats that don't get explained because the answers are in the books. What do I have here? The Triceratops. We never find out
how it was able to poop so much.
Yeah, we never find out how it's able to create such a
Did you
load.
see how mountainous that was? How does that come out of a Triceratops?
I don't know, man.
How long is it sitting there pooping for? Is it like sitting there solid 10 minutes as it's building up
It's
this
just
pile?
taking a long one.
Or you think it's the communal poop pile?
See, these are the questions that's answered in the books.
Yeah, is it answered?
No, we figure out there's the whole spiel that Ellie gives about how she's finding out that this Triceratops has been sick consistently every single 6 weeks with the same symptoms.
Like, you'd think they'd have someone on the park that would know that.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. We never find out why in the movie, though. And reading this from IMDb, because IMDb has everything, the Triceratops lacks suitable teeth for grinding food. And so, like birds, this one swallows rocks and uses them as gizzard stones to help digest the food. In the digestive tract, these rocks would grind the food to aid in digestion, and after 6 weeks, the rocks would become too smooth to be useful, and the animal would regurgitate them. When finding and eating the new rocks to use, the animal would also swallow West Indian lilac berries. The fact that the berries and stones are regurgitated explains why Ellie never finds traces of them in the animal's poop. It does eat the berries, it just comes out the wrong side.
Hey. Where's it hiding the berries away?
It vomits them. Right at the bottom of that poop pile is the communal vomit pile.
First it vomits, and then it poops to cover up the evidence. Yeah, that's cool. I have a feeling that those books will go like feet first into a whole lot of scientific, really interesting like paleontology stuff too, which I'm excited for.
I mean, have you been seeing all the news about how, I don't know who's heading up the newest Jurassic World movie?
Gareth Edwards, right? Who did
serious?
Godzilla 2014.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and Monsters.
One of the things I heard about it is that they're putting a scene into the movie from the original book that people have been wanting ever since the original Jurassic Park movie didn't include it.
Yeah.
So even just to see like all those awesome scenes that people rave about that haven't been shown yet.
Apparently Ian Malcolm's quite different in the book as well, which I believe, because this is just Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
I fully believe this is where Jeff Goldblum created his personality for this role, and he's just stuck with it ever since.
Is there like behind the scenes interviews with him? Because I would love to see if he is as eccentric as he is.
I've watched Buckaroo Banzai, Across the Eighth Dimension.
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum's a cowboy in
Greatest credits scene in any movie.
He's chill.
He's chill?
He's chill.
I don't believe it. The T-Rex.
Rexy.
We know it. We love it. It was so huge at the time that whenever it came onto the set, people needed like flashing lights warning to stay away, because when it was driving past, it would honestly feel like a bus was driving by when just its head passed you. But due to the rain on set, randomly it would go full Freddy Fazbear and just start glitching out and coming to life when it's turned off. Imagine you've just filmed your scene as Ian Malcolm. Your shirt's halfway unbuttoned and you're taking some sandwiches on the side of the set.
Must go faster. Yeah.
Behind you, you just hear and see movement and this giant T-Rex glitching out. At first, we didn't know what was happening. Then we realized it was the rain. You'd hear people start screaming.
That's so good. I do forget just how much rain's in that scene as well. Rain, mud. How do you film something like that?
Well, it's all the more impressive to me because a lot of the time in those scenes, that T-Rex is CGI.
Animatronics switching seamlessly to CGI. Quite a lot, yeah.
But one of the things that watching Corridor, our favorite VFX YouTube channel,
Corridor
has
Digital.
taught me
Yeah.
is that lighting during nighttime scenes is so hard. You can't have anything in CG be darker than the darkest thing on screen.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they were able to get the lighting down pat during a night scene with rain, like, is all these factors coming together that seems really impossible, honestly, for the time. And what, 83?
93.
90. Oh,
So it's, yeah.
a little more possible.
I always
then.
think Jurassic Park's older than it is. 93.
I know that's not true. It's not 93.
Yes. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I was same decade as Jurassic Park. I was born same decade.
I wish.
You were born same
I'm
decade
jealous.
as what's something lame that came out in the 2000s? A lot of things.
I didn't even know. Monsters, Inc.
Lamest movie of all time. Yeah.
Bro, you just wait till we cover it on the pod. That is a monster movie for sure.
What?
Last thing I have here. Guys, there's so much trivia. Look
Yeah.
it up yourself. The making of the infamous Tyrannosaurus Rex roar was a composite mix. We love them. We know him. We
Wait.
know him. We love him.
Are we bringing monster roars back to the show? Here we go. Tyrannosaurus Rex roar. I haven't done that in
Iconic.
I've
It's been a while.
slacking. Yeah.
It's a composite mix of a dog, penguin, tiger's snarl, alligator's gurgle, and a baby elephant's squeal. Most of those things were able to create like a very nice bass sound for the roar, but the whole key to it was this baby elephant squeal. And when they were recording, I want to say they were at a random zoo, but this baby elephant did this hyper squeal once that no one working there had ever heard. And no matter how hard they tried, they could never get it to do that squeal again.
So it knew it was on camera.
They knew it was on camera. It
knew
it
this
did
was
its
a-
darndest.
Yeah. This is a moment in time that can never be replicated. It's Jurassic Park. Shout out to the elephant.
The two people holding this movie together is Nedry and this elephant.
Yeah. Without them, the park would fall apart. Yeah. Man, it's such a good movie. Should I go for a little popcorn notes?
Yeah.
Little
What popcorn
leftovers.
notes do you have?
Um.
Quick popcorn note from me.
Oh yeah.
When I saw that scene at the start of Alan Grant explaining the velociraptors to that kid,
He is traumatizing this kid.
I was just thinking Kev would be great in that role.
Kev
Yeah.
from the Austin Danger podcast
Yeah.
would be great as Alan Grant or as the
No,
kid?
as the kid.
Why would Kev be great as the Jurassic Park kid?
You know, I don't know. But that was just what was going through my mind in that moment. I'm like, Kev would eat this up.
Kev, you missed out,
He
man.
would go hard. If Kev were around.
Kev, you could have been the squealing elephant of that scene. My notes was there was a King Kong reference.
Yes. When they were driving through the gates.
What have they got in there? King Kong. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Mr. Arnold, Samuel L. Jackson. I always forget he is in this.
Oh, same.
I always forget just how many movies Samuel L. Jackson's been in.
Well, I think it's weird to see him in a movie where he isn't
Where he
very
has
clearly
hair.
like hyped up and a central role and has hair.
Dude, he kills it with those cigarettes though. He's just
Oh, yeah.
always smoking it. Malcolm's lines just throughout. I'd love to see the script of this because he always adds in the pauses. Ian Malcolm's lines. He always adds in and
he is a master at, and I'll loop this back in after doing some amateur theater nowadays. Script delivery is insane.
Yeah,
because you get these sentences, and it's super easy to deliver them in the way that I feel they're meant to be said. But actors like him make it sound so natural by making it sound like how no one really would ever say them.
Yeah. Like there's the classic life finds a way. When he says it so distinctly, it's the line from this movie. Everyone knows life finds a way. But even before that, there's my personal favorite line, which is just, there it is.
Yeah, at the end of it.
Well,
it's great.
There it is.
It's great.
The way he says things it's awesome. And yeah, I guess just to wrap it all up, like this movie is deeply part of my DNA. I realize as I'm rewatching it, like even though the Brachiosaurus still looks a bit dated with its CG, when the music swells and you're seeing it stand up and you're seeing Alan and Ian and Ellie looking at it, and you cut to John Hammond like looking so happy with what he's created, I started tearing up. At Jurassic Park, at the Brachiosaurus. And as it ends and they're flying away in the helicopter, and Alan's got the kids, and the music again is coming in as this kind of like softer piano version of the theme, I started tearing up again. And it's just like, I love that this movie it's just perfect to me. And it's holds up so well. It's a part of my childhood. I think it's going to be a part of my life forever. It's just coming back to this. It's still so emotional.
Is this a good point to ask you for a rating?
Yeah, go for it. This is the first rating of the season.
Yeah,
do we have a rating?
Of the season.
What rating system do we have, Micah?
Well, it's not going to be how many butts are you holding on to.
How many butts I'm holding on to?
It's not going to be that. That was the backup.
Okay.
The real rating for this one is Jasha. How many times are you changing your sex?
How many times am I changing my chromosomes? My sex?
Yeah.
So if I was on
walk me through
female
this.
Jurassic Park Island.
Yeah.
If I was a female.
What dinosaur would you be?
We gotta go a Triceratops.
Nice. Jasha is a female Triceratops. Walk me through
Me
this.
as Trixie, the female Triceratops. I would change my sex a total of 5 times out of 5.
So,
which I would finish off a man, right?
Male, female, male, female, male. Yeah.
There we go.
You are the one who's responsible for destroying the ecosystem.
I'm breeding everywhere on Jurassic Park and destroying the ecosystem and raping the natural world.
I'm glad you didn't go for any decimal ratings this time. Same with me.
Yeah?
I am a little Brachiosaurus, changing my sex 5 times. This movie is literally perfect. I can't stress enough how every single scene is so iconic. It feels like such a well-rounded movie in every single regard. The amount of iconic scenes, Alan throwing away his velociraptor claw from the tree, like him calling out to the Brachiosaurus and feeding it leaves. Every part of this movie just feels so I don't know. It all fits together in a way so cohesively that I don't think I see any movies nowadays really do.
It's a masterpiece. It's truly probably my favorite movie of all time. Like, if it had to be, like, usually, like, on Letterboxd and I go for, like, quirky picks that I'm like, I like this because no one else does, and I think this sums up who I am, and if these are 4 movies to sum up me, these will be my favorite 4. But I think, like, above all that, this is just maybe the perfect movie.
I think this is a movie that you don't put in your top 4 because it's just a given that it's like most of the population's top 4. I think I was also thinking about this, that I think this is the movie that most people have seen.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think if you walk up to a random stranger, chances are that out of most movies, this is maybe barring like Disney animations, that this is the movie most people will have watched.
Everyone's seen Jurassic Park. You know what? It's surprising, but I know a few people who love Jurassic World and have never seen Jurassic Park.
Really?
Yeah.
Name drop. Call them out.
No, I'm not gonna do a disservice to them. But there's friends, and
are they friends?
Not anymore. But I definitely know like more than one person who like loves Owen and loves Blue the raptor and loves Jurassic World, hasn't seen and doesn't care for these original three.
That's cool though, because I feel like that's a testament even just to the original idea of Jurassic
for sure
Park in general.
Do you remember Vincent D'Onofrio's the bad guy in Jurassic World?
Yeah, and he plays such a different character to Kingpin. Not even this. I don't even picture them in the same realms. He's got that much range. What was I going to say?
That the idea at the heart of Jurassic Park is just so. It's no wonder we've come back for it like what 7 times now,
absolutely.
plus the shows and.
I mean, even thinking
games.
like no spoilers for what picks we're going to do for the rest of this theme, this Big Lizards theme.
Are you going to pick Jurassic Park 2 and I'm going to pick 3?
After we very specifically said that we're not going to do full series. No, I like there aren't that many dinosaur movies out there. Like it's actually kind of a struggle to list off some good dinosaur movies you've seen. Big lizards.
Our theme, a big lizard.
True, I guess all lizards.
There's not a lot of dinosaur movies. Giant chameleon movies.
Can you name one giant chameleon movie?
Giant gecko movies.
You can't. But I think like there aren't a lot of other big dinosaur movies because Jurassic Park has really just dominated that entire dinosaur market by itself for the last few decades.
It's surprising, like, yeah, sure, Jurassic Park's huge about dinosaurs in the modern day. Why don't we have, like, a big blockbuster about prehistoric times? Why isn't there, like, a big franchise about...
It's Jurassic Park.
It's just Jurassic Park.
No, but even, like, the amount of space, the amount of sci-fi, the amount of alien movies you see nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like the idea of dinosaurs, especially when you're a kid, like, every boy loves his dinos. Like when you're that young, so many stories involve these essentially mythological creatures.
Yeah.
And I don't know, after going through a lot of like last season, we went through the whole yokai series. 100% there are more movies about yokai than there are about dinosaurs. I can almost say that as a fact.
That's probably right.
It blows my mind that there aren't more dinosaur movies.
Yeah, we need. I mean, some people have tried. What was it? I mean, saying anything will potentially spoil our picks, but like
we can talk.
65
with Adam Driver.
That came out. Like, I feel like a lot have tried and haven't done too well, or people haven't shown up for them.
I don't know why,
but everyone shows up for a new Jurassic World.
Yeah, it's just dominated that space.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is the part of the show where we would usually go to listener reviews. We're going to change up how we're doing that a bit this year as well. Like we mentioned before, if you're a patron, we're going to be sharing your reviews, whether you like it or not, on our socials. So be prepared.
Sorry, guys, watch out.
Even the deep cuts. I'm going to go back to your letterbox history. But we thought instead of making a specific like review space at the end of each episode, we're going to make a mailbag space. We've had a lot of fun each season doing those like mailbag, ask me anything AMA episodes. So we thought we would make that like a regular part of the show is we'll just check our email, podzillapod@gmail.com, every episode, and we'll pick a few emails to read out. And you guys can send us anything, whether it be about the specific theme we're in, like if you've got any stories or lists about your favorite big lizard movies, or if you have any questions for us, or if you've got any stories about Podzilla, or just anything.
I'll even chuck out there. It can be about Godzilla. It can be about monsters. It can be about monster movies. It can just be questions for the Drake boys about our lives. If you want to ask two brothers living in New Zealand anything,
I know that Mike has a few more favorite corpses that he's gone to for inspiration. So if you want a full list, ask us. And we're just going to pick a few of those every episode. So podzillapod@gmail.com.
Now, this is the part where you've got one ready to read out, yes?
This is not the part where I've got ready to read out. But honestly, like, we've had so much support over the past, 4 or 5 months we've been away. So many people saying they've missed the show, asking when we're coming back, saying how much they've loved us and missed having us as part of their week. So thank you so much, guys. Like, honestly, it's crazy every time we go away and come back just to see how many of you are still there supporting us and rooting for us and waiting for us. And
absolutely. Even I haven't been so very active in the Discord the past few months, but every time I've checked in, people are still stoked to be here and talking amongst everybody else.
Yeah.
The community is very much still alive, and we just appreciate you guys so much for that. I think we've both had the perfect amount of time to reset and refresh and come back into this rejuvenated for a new season, for season 5 of Podzilla.
Season 5 of Podzilla. And let's just get straight into it, Micah. Let's finish off the show with what we're going to be covering next episode.
Oh, baby.
Me and you have big lizard movies picked, ready to talk about. And we're going to flip a coin, something that will work really well on an audio format. Right?
Can you hold up the mic to me?
I can hold your mic. This works really well in the audio format, right? We could just lie about what we're flipping right now.
Yeah.
You came up.
You don't have to be truthful at all.
You came up with this coin flip idea, so
absolutely. I've got a Kiwi $1 coin here with a kiwi as the tails.
There we go.
And Queen Elizabeth II.
Rest in peace.
God bless her. I'll do you the honors. Do you want to be heads or tails?
I will be tails.
Jasha.
It's me.
It's you.
That's me.
You're coming up with our first movie.
I'm getting our first movie for big lizards. I had a few movies I wanted to pick from, a lot of childhood favorites. I thought about Disney's Dinosaur.
You know what? I've been saying this all night off mic. I am almost 100% I know the movie you're going for.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with Disney's Dinosaur, really loved that.
Grew up with Land Before Time.
Before Time. I was thinking about doing some of those, or just some wild movies where dinosaurs aren't even a big part of it, but just a certain dinosaur shows up throughout. Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, that'd be a good pick. Oh, guys, keep that one in the pocket for the nominations.
But the movie we are going to be covering next episode, my pick for the big lizard theme is The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
I knew it.
You knew this, Micah?
There's no way you're going to pass up our boy,
Ray
Harryhausen.
I've been just talking to Micah for so long. I really want to do Ray Harryhausen movies on the show. He is like the godfather of special effects and stop motion effects. And I haven't really watched a whole lot of his movies. So
we've only really seen the King Kong OG movie, right?
Was that Harryhausen? I don't think so.
Was it not?
Nah, that was someone else entirely.
No, I feel like, oh my gosh.
Nah.
That's what I thought he was from.
No. Harryhausen is kind of the next generation. He did Mighty Joe Young, which is another King Kong-esque monkey movie. Clash of the Titans, The Sinbad, Jason and the Argonauts. But yeah, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, which is my pick.
Oh my gosh, this is blowing my mind. Willis O'Brien's work.
Yeah.
Willis O'Brien worked on the King Kong, and that's what inspired Ray Harryhausen. Oh my gosh.
For sure. But Ray Harryhausen has worked on so many cool monster movies. I'm going to bet and I'm going to hope and I'm going to pray this isn't the last time we cover something of his. But yeah, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms from 1953, directed by Eugene Laurier. The synopsis on Letterboxd goes, "You'll see it tear a city apart. The controlled explosion of an atomic bomb in the Arctic Circle awakens a frozen dinosaur that will wreak havoc in New York City." This seems like we're going back to our roots. Atomic bombs, big monsters attacking New York City, black and white, 1950s.
Yeah.
This came out, what, a year before the original Godzilla?
Yeah, this is famously from 1953 and the movie that directly inspired Godzilla.
So I'm really, really excited for this one. So yeah, watch along, guys. Log it on Letterboxd. We'll see all your reviews. If you've got any stories about it or want to write into the show, podzillapod@gmail.com. And then we'll be back in a couple weeks where we'll talk about it, and Micah will reveal his pick for the movie after that.
Hey. I want to say as well, if you guys in the Odo Island tier are listening to this episode, it's your chance now to nominate some movies for our Big Lizards category.
Yes.
Get those in. We'll try list them off for you guys to vote next episode.
Yeah, we'll be reaching out Odo Island, get a Big Lizard pick ready to go. But that's us. If you are a patron at Infinite Island or above, we're going to have our special little after show where we're going to be talking about Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds, Micah.
Crazy. I have played this game.
One of our favorite video game franchises. The new one came out while we were on season break. So stick around. But other than that, again, yeah, just huge shout out. Thanks for sticking with the show. I'm really excited for season 5.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for Harryhausen. I'm really excited to be back. We've got a whole lot of fun themes and movies in store. It's gonna be a good year.
Real quick.
Beast
from 20,000 Fathoms was also on my list as like one
Beast
of the
from
ones.
20,000 Fathoms.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Not way more than 2,000, Micah. Come
20,000. I was almost going to pick it.
Yeah.
If I had picked that, if the coin landed on heads and I picked it, what would you have put forward next week?
I would have gone back to the drawing board. Probably Disney's Dinosaur. That would have been fun.
Okay. Good to know.
You're right that there aren't a lot of... Like, when we put down Big Lizards, I was like, well, it's going to be so many movies to pick from. But there's a lot, like, in the 50s, 60s area. And then it kind of gets a bit less and less as time goes on. But a whole lot of Big Lizards coming up, guys. Anything else from you, Micah?
Nah. Nothing from me.
Nothing from you?
Stay hydrated. Check your rearview mirror when you're driving. Because the next episode of Podzilla might be closer than it appears.